There's a world out there, a world waiting for you. Waiting to be explored. Waiting for you to leave your mark. Question is, are you ready for takeoff? To see places you never imagined. We fly so you can touch the sky. Captain Flako invites you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the views as we take the skies. Welcome to That Flight Sim channel. As always, happy flying.
What's going on, everybody? Captain Gonzo with That Flight Sim channel here for tonight's live stream. And if you guys have been watching our videos and following our posts on YouTube, you guys know that tonight we have an exciting live stream planned for you guys and for ourselves. So, really quickly here, I will let Flako introduce himself as he loads into here. There he is on the Airbus, and then we'll go over the plan for today.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to That Flight Sim channel. Captain Flako here, alongside Captain Gonzo to my left. And as the title says, A320 versus 737. He's on the PMDG 737. I'm in the Fenix Simulations A320. And yeah, we're gonna do a pretty interesting comparison here. We got the same payload, same fuel. Captain Gonzo will go more into detail with that, but yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. A little flight from Portland to San Francisco. It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely. So yeah, guys, that's the overall layout. Like Captain Flako just said, what we've gone ahead and done is gone through SimBrief and set similar payloads, pretty much as identical as we can get them on each aircraft. Obviously, when I did the numbers, I was looking at the specific figures to be, exact. And for example, on the 737-800, our maximum takeoff weight is 174,900 pounds versus the Airbus 320 at 162,000. So right off the bat, right there's almost 12,000 pound difference of maximum takeoff weight. However, when we set up the fuel and the cargo and the passengers, we are full passengers on both airplanes. So that's one of the factors. Obviously, the fuel and the cargo and all that is relative to the aircraft's maximum takeoff weight. So we've got them to just about 92% occupancy right now, or payload and all that. So yeah, guys, this one's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna see how the aircrafts perform. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this started. So Flako is on the Twitch side streaming right now. I am on YouTube side on the 737. He is on the Airbus. So you guys are gonna have some fun with us here. And we both decided to go with these airframes because we feel like we both handle each respective airframe a little better. So I feel a little more comfortable on the 7.3, but I know Flako knows the Airbus a little better than I do, so he's on the Airbus tonight. So let's jump in, guys. All right, I am on. Yeah.
I'm here trying to figure out. Before we start, I don't think it's for some reason it's not like working right. Let me just double check. The stream is just black screen on the Twitch side. Gotcha. At least that's what's showing on my phone. Let me just double check.
Copy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sun's coming out. Oh yeah. Look at that scene.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why is it a black screen?
Make sure you don't have like one of those weird settings where it's only showing a particular window.
The intro was working. Yeah, the intro was working. I'm like rewatching.
Interesting.
Yeah. So like, it's like, no, it's recording it, but when you go like watch live, it doesn't show anything. That's interesting. I've never seen that before, to be honest.
Yeah, that's really odd, bro.
Let me see, channel. Yeah, it's showing it like it's dark black screen. Let me see if I can troubleshoot this real quick. If not, then
Copy.
let's see.
Alright, while you're troubleshooting that, I'm gonna take a look at something over here.
Copy. Okay, so somebody's saying check the bit rate, may be too high.
Oh, that's a good call.
Stream, where's it at? Output? It's not gonna let me change it now because I'm live, so I'm gonna disconnect the live and come back on.
Copy that.
Let me end the stream. Output. Yeah, it's at 10,000. Somebody said try 6,000 because I think it's capped at 6,000.
Yeah, I forgot each streaming service and all that, they have their relative whatchamacallit, bit rate limits and all that stuff. Alright, so
Yeah, so yeah, they're saying that anything over 6K it'll mess it up. So let's try that. Let's go back live.
Roger. In the meantime, while Captain Flako is joining us back in, I am here setting up the 737-800 with the fuel and the payload. So let's look at our fuel sheet. 17,873.
Going back live. Let's see if it works now.
Copy.
Okay, so far it's showing.
Okay.
On the phone side, I'm seeing it. Let me see. I think it's working.
Beautiful.
Yep, it's working. All right, sweet. All right, guys. So if you're on the Twitch side, sorry about that. We figured it out, and we're gonna get going here now.
Yeah, and thanks for the those of you guys watching that make the recommendation and stuff, man. It's really easy for us to miss those really, really small details. So thanks for whoever made that recommendation. Let's go ahead and call up GSX, request boarding.
1 second, guys.
There we go. So let's check out the ground service equipment here coming up to the bird. There we go. All right, while we let those ground workers get our baggage and all that, let's set up the FMC now. Oh, let me take a look up. Yep, we are in nav. Okay, good. How are you looking, Flako? Everything good? So here, ladies and gentlemen, we are requesting the flight plan that SimBrief already generated for us. Just makes life easier. You guys probably saw us do it on the 777 a couple times already. So obviously, PMDG, same parent company, and they have this wonderful feature available for us. It makes life easier. So route uplink is ready. We'll press load. We'll wait for the loading to complete. And as you can see there, I already went ahead and inputted runway 28 right for my departure. Captain Flako will be departing on 28 left. Now, the point of this is so that we can do a simultaneous takeoff and really hone in on the differences in performance of the aircraft. So let's check. Looks like we're doing direct FAMIC. Execute that. Performance. So here we are going to go with the figures that we have on board the aircraft. So our zero fuel weight of 137.3. And our takeoff weight should be around 154,000 pounds. So 154.7. Right now we're at 155.3, but obviously as we taxi and burn off some fuel, we'll definitely be a little bit lighter. So let's go ahead and set this reserve 3.8. Cost index, we're going to set it to 40. And we're going to be doing flight level 350 tonight. We'll execute on that. And let's check our fuel. So I think we had 17.9 for our block. There we go. Let's check our N1 limit. So we'll run the performance calculator here shortly so that we can get our takeoff figures. So we'll leave this right now. Let's set flaps 5. And we'll come back and finish this off once we're ready. Let's check our departure. We are taking the Mini 5. With the FAMIC transition. 28 right. Execute that. So there we go. Now we've got the route a little better. So then what we're going to do is let's reference the route once again. So it is Mini 5 FAMIC. Then via Quebec 3 to Found, which we can see here. Direct Malbec. And then we'll do the Bodega 4 arrival into San Francisco. So let's go to the arrival. Let's go Bodega 4. And we can expect via the transition here, Malbec. And it looks like we'll be expecting ILS runway 28 left tonight. Let's take a look at that approach real quick. So on my phone here and the iPad, I am using ForeFlight. And I like to just reference charts really quick. That way I'm not messing around with the EFB. However, it is an option, guys. Keep that in mind. So you can always just check the EFB of your airplane, in this case the PMDG, and access that. So here I've got the ILS approach into 28 left, and I'm looking to see what my initial approach checks are. In this instance, Archie would be the one that we want. Now we can go to our legs and verify that the route is all established. And I like to do this. Let's go to plan. And here you can verify the flight plan page by page. Let's zoom out so we can get a better idea of the distance. Looks like everything is set up. No route discontinuities, so we'll come back to map. Alright, so we've got the flight plan loaded. Let's check on the boarding status. Looks like the United guys are working overtime. They're almost done with the luggage. Looking good, looking good. Alright, so we'll take a look here in just a second to check out our calculations. So let's go over to the EFB once again. Let's go to the performance tool. We are expecting 28 right. Import from aircraft. Let's go flaps 5. Anti-ice is off. Rating optimum. Packs on. Import weather. There we go. And we've got our figures for our takeoff. So let's go on over to the takeoff. Let's go to route takeoff. So runway wind. Right now winds are 360 at 7. 360. Our runway slope, it's 0%, relatively flat runway here. And it looks like the cell temperature is calling for 32 degrees Celsius. So we'll put 32 onto the cell here. Then let's go to the previous page, our center of gravity, which we'll just let the computer do it for us. And there we go. We have our V1 rotate and V2 figures. So we'll go ahead and set our V2 plus 5 on the MCP, which was 152 plus 5, so 157. We'll set our flight directors on right now. Why not? So let's verify everything is looking good. Let's go to performance. Let's just triple check. There we go. We're showing 32 degrees Celsius, which is what we wanted according to our takeoff rate. And looks like we'll be setting a pitch trim of 4.8 units here for the takeoff. And let's verify everything here. Acceleration height of 800 feet. 800 feet above ground level, 800. Looks like we're good there. So what we'll do is we'll go here on the menu. We're going to leave this set up on the pilot monitoring side here, just for reference. Just double check. And then on this one, let's go back to legs. I like to keep the legs page available. Let's check what's going on with the boarding. Boarding has been completed, so we are just about ready to go. Let's go ahead and get our ATC clearance. Of course, tonight we'll be doing this using Beyond ATC. Alright, cockpit door is closed and locked. Right now just taking a quick peek overhead, making sure nothing is out of order. We've got the sun rising, which is going to help us significantly, of course, to get ready for our nice flight. So we'll be slowly dimming the lights down. Don't know where Captain Flako is, assuming he stepped away from the computer for just a minute, so we'll give him a few minutes to come back in. And hopefully we can continue this flight as we planned.
Beyond ATC connected.
All right, Beyond ATC is up. I'm just going to lower the audio here, a bit of the music, so that we can get some proper instructions here. All right, so let's listen on ATIS, which is frequency 128.35 here at Portland. We're tuning the radios.
Altimeter 3006. Landing and departing runways 28.
Check, mic check, 1, 2.
Yep, all good.
Numerous cranes in operation around
Sorry about the
Portland.
delay. I had to take care of
Advise on
some
initial contact. You have
business.
information X-ray.
But we're back. All right. What where you at in your
So I've already got the aircraft loaded and boarded. I just set up my FMC, and I'm about to request my IFR clearance.
Okay, so I already got power on. All right, yep, we got power on, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start running through this. My flights, tap to import. Got it. Dismiss that. Okay, so mass and balance. So planned. Load aircraft. Instant.
Yep.
Dismiss that. We're gonna send to McDo. Panel states it's good. All right, should be okay there. My flights. Okay, so let me just go through my.
Yeah, while you're setting that up, I'm going to change some equipment stuff here on the PMDG. So we'll go
Copy.
to...
Switch this to nav. All right, guys, those watching on my side, on the Twitch side, I'm just going through the panel states here, making sure everything is ready for us to push back and just get started. So I already got all my fuel pumps on, all my hydraulics pumps on. We're going to just work our way down. We're going to get this APU started. So master switch goes on. And we're going to go ahead and hit the start button. So the APU will start now. While that's going on, we're going to turn on our seatbelt sides on. No smoking in this flight. Sorry, guys. Not today. We're going to arm the emergency exits. I like my panels nice and bright. Do that. We're going to turn on the dome light just to get a little better light in here. Going to the left, we're going to cruise supply for the oxygen. Turn that on. Then we're going to turn on the ground control and we're going to test it. Perfect. All right. Okay, that's good. Everything else here is good. Everything is aligned. We're looking good. Let's double check that our APU is coming alive. So let's see which screen takes us there. Let's scroll down. APU, there it is, guys. EGT generators coming up. Beautiful. And we can always take a look outside. And there you hear it. Perfect. All right. I'm going to go ahead and tell GSX to put the tug, connect the tug. Because our plane is technically boarded already and ready. So prepare for pushback and departure. While that's going on, we're going to go here. So Atsu. C menu. Let's see. That's all good.
While you're finishing that up, I'm going to go ahead and call clearance and get my IFR.
Copy.
Portland clearance. Good morning, American 361 with information X-ray requesting IFR clearance to San Francisco as filed.
United 361, Portland clearance. Thanks for information X-ray. Cleared to San Francisco Airport. Mini 5 departure. FAMUP transition. Then as filed. Maintain 4000. Departure frequency 126.9er. Squawk 202 tree.
There it is.
All right, United 361 is cleared to the San Francisco Airport via the Mini 5 FAMUP transition. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.9er, squawk 2023.
United Tree 61, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for push or start.
We'll contact ground on 121.9, or we're ready for push and start. United 361.
Here we go.
023.
$206. We went with a cost index of 5. Is that right?
No, on my cost index, I set it to 40.
Okay, so should I do the same or?
Yeah, let's do the same.
Okay, 40. And then our cruising flight is going to be FL 350.
Indeed.
Okay.
I'll be looking up at my departure here.
This is good. Okay. Initial. Next page. Okay, zero fuel weight is there. The block fuel. Let me double check it here. It should be 16,680.
So if it's 16,680, that would be 16.7 for the McDo.
Copy. Okay. Minute fuel prediction. That's all there. Next page. Good. All right. Flight plan. KPDX, and then we have a discontinuity to Famouk. You can clear that, right? Or just leave it.
Yeah, because what you want to do is go to the departure and arrival page. I forget what it's called on the McDo. Like if you click next to the PDX airport.
Yeah, PDX. Yep.
And then for departure, make sure you've got runway 28 left. And the departure will be Mini 5.
Copy. Stand by. 28 left. Transition.
Which would be the FAMIC.
It's giving me none for transition. On 28 left. Let me just double check here. Hold on. Do where's the one that there's a page where you make sure that you're aligned?
Oh, that's your initial
lines.
init ref.
IRS init.
Yeah,
this is aligned.
But on the right side, there's one that says like align on reference or something like that.
Yeah, I already did that, and it went green.
Okay.
So that's good. Good, yeah. Program. Oh, let me see, dude. Flight plan. KPDX. Departure. We're going 28 left. Oh, here we go. What was the Mini 5, right?
Yep.
And Famouk.
That's right.
All right, temporary insert. Okay, there we go. Now we're good.
And then after Famouk, I've got Firefly, FRFLY.
Yep, Firefly, then Finer.
Yep.
Found.
Yep.
MLB EC, Elmbeck.
Yep.
Top of descent, then speed limit, decelerate, flight plan discontinuity, KSFO. So should we put
Okay.
on our arrival stuff?
Yeah, so you want to go to KSFO.
Yep.
Look for
Arrival.
and look for Bodega 4. It's like BDGE.
What runway we're going to? 28 left?
Yeah, 28 left or 28 right. I'm picking 28 left, so if you want to go 28 right.
Yeah, I'll go 28 right, yeah.
And then
Bodega 4?
Yep. With the, let me see what the transition was. I think it should be Famic as well. Or Malbec, sorry. Malbec.
Malbec, got it.
Yep, and then for your approach, let me look up your initial approach fix. This is going to ask you. Okay, on your, you should see Archie as your one of your transitions for the ILS.
Let me see. Let me scroll down. So Albeck, Joan, Bigelow, Lozit, Bodega, Cork, Bricks, Manual, Diesel, 2 steep paths, says Flight Fan discontinuity, Sepin, Axmal, KSFO 2A right.
No biggie. We can set up the approach on the middle of the flight.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
I'm about ready to start pushing back.
Copy. Let me just set my performance here.
Let the camera ready.
Performance. Sync load sheet final. Flat configuration 1F. Force toga no. Anti-ice off. Packs off. Okay. 2-8 left. Runway dry. Sync live weather.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. All right. Send to McDo. Let's take a look. Performance. There we go. Now it works. Okay. So takeoff is all set. Yeah, dude, I'm good.
Copy. I'm going to go ahead and call the pushback tug. Go ahead and get your IFR clearance, and then...
Yep, I'm going to do that now.
Here comes the guy.
We're going to be using Beyond ATC.
And guys, just really quick, if you see my plane sitting on the ground and Flako's floating, it's just a difference in sceneries. For those of you familiar with Flight Simulator, this is what happens. We just have 2 different sceneries, so it is nothing really too big of a deal. We should both have the same sceneries once we get to San Francisco, so we'll figure it out then.
Making sure all my doors are closed. It's good. We can disconnect the GPU because I have the APU running. Okay. Let me tune in real quick. ATIS 128.35 is ATIS. 1, 2. Okay, tuning into ATIS.
Copy. Alright, so parking brake is on.
Okay, no. Formation November. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and request my clearance.
Copy.
Portland clearance, American November 125 is with you. Requesting IFR clearance to San Francisco with no information November. Cleared to San Francisco Airport, Mini 5 departure with the FAMIC transition. Then as filed, maintain 4,000, departure frequency 126.9, squawk 6211, American 125 Whiskey. Contact ground at 121.9 when ready for pushback and start. November 125 Whiskey. Thank you. 6211.
All right, I'm gonna give ground a call on my end.
Copy.
And Portland ground, good morning, American, or excuse me, United 361 with X-ray, ready for push and start.
United 361, Portland ground, pushback approved, face northwest.
Pushback approved, face northwest, United 361. All right, let's come off the brakes here.
Which way are you going? Knows what?
Tail left.
Tail left. Got it. All right. Portland ground, American 125 Whiskey, ready for pushback and start. Pushback approved. Face west, no, American 125 Whiskey. All right. Tail left. Set everything up here. 4,000.
Engine 1 coming alive.
Release parking brakes. Here we go, guys. Parking brakes released. Let's take a look outside. All engines clear. Start at will. We're going to go ahead and turn on our beacon light. Start with the auto. Good. All right, let's get these engines started. Here we go. Ignition to start. We're going to start with number 2. Here we go. Take a look outside. There's Captain Gonzo over there in the United.
Indeed. Watching N2.
That looks so sick.
Fuel's coming in. There's Flako backing out.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Hey, Rob Gator, what's going on, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Just saw your comment. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good one. Got a viewer in the Twitch side.
Awesome. I confirm the engines have started.
Stop the push back here. Stop here and complete push back. And I'm gonna go ahead and start number 1. Parking brakes. Set. Turning on number 1 now. We'll let GSX know we got good engine starts so they can start doing their thing.
packs back on here. Got our probe heats on. Seatbelts fastened. Electronics, or the electric pumps, and the hydraulics are good. Verified takeoff speeds. Okay. Yep, I like them.
All right. Tug's getting out of the way.
Roger.
My guy's taking the pin out. Bypass pin removed. Thank you, sir.
Yep, I am all good. I'm gonna kill the APU on my end.
Left is clear, right is clear. I'm gonna do the same. APU.
Let me bring up the audio a little bit for the interesting. All right.
There we go. Set the taxi. Everything is looking good here. Show me the pin. Thank you, sir. Go on about your business. All right. I'm going to go ahead and since I'm ahead of you, I'm going to go ahead and call ground to taxi to runway 28 left.
Copy. And once you get there, just hold short or line up, whatever, and then we'll both be lined up and take off.
Copy. Portland ground, American 125 Whiskey is ready to taxi to runway 28 left. Taxi to runway 28 left via Tango, Bravo, Bravo 8, Charlie 8, American 125 Whiskey.
And Portland ground, United 361, ready to taxi to 28 right for departure.
United 361, runway 28 right taxi via Tango. Kilo Alpha Alpha 2.
Tango, Kilo, Alpha, Alpha 2 to 28 right for United 361. Alrighty. Tango, Kilo, Alpha, and Alpha 2. Perfect.
And I am moving along, so I'm looking for Tango. We are on Tango. Then Bravo, Bravo 8.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so there goes Captain Flako heading to 28 left, and be on the opposite end. Or not the opposite end, on the other end, I should say, taking off 28 right. And again, the purpose of this is so that we can start timing the takeoff roll and all that, and we can simultaneously climb instead of having to wait for one of us to clear the runway and all that. So
Ground charts, airport info shows you the taxiways and stuff.
yeah.
Zoom in here. So I'm looking for Bravo 8, which is I need to make a left here. Pretty much got to go around this ramp.
Forgot to turn on my taxi light. Whoops. Alright, well, we're heading down to 28 right. Let's check our flight controls. Good. Check our speed brakes. Looking good.
Okay, so this is Bravo here to my right, so we're gonna make a right here.
And I'm gonna pause for a second. Let me verify my sound, because I think I know what's going on. Set our transponder. Reset this. So we got some interesting winds. The windsocks are dancing around here a little bit.
Yeah, so if you're using one of the weather pro presets or whatever, sometimes those presets get funky with the winds.
Oh yeah.
It'll like you'll see it. It's kind of weird. It'll move the wind around a lot, so you just have to reset the wind profile.
Yeah, right now I think I'm on just a real world.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you're right. That's right.
And yeah, guys, that's another factor that we wanted to keep. We just wanted to use real world conditions, and that way, you know, both of these aircraft are going to be climbing through the exact same cloud coverage, the exact same temperature, the exact same winds. So we're going to have identical setups as far as it goes to see which aircraft gets there quickest. Now, keep in mind, we're going to have to add a little bit of a buffer because, you know, Beyond ATC likes to do some weird stuff sometimes. So I might get routed one way, Captain Flako might get routed another way. So we'll kind of add or take a few minutes, a few seconds out of that. But I think what we're really interested is in that climb out. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
All right, Flako, how are you looking? What are you at right now?
Almost there.
Yep, same here. About like 15, 20 seconds, and I'll be holding short.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to send me over to tower here in a sec.
Roger.
United Tree 61.
There we go.
Contact Portland Tower 119.0.
Switching to tower on 119.0 for United 361. See ya. All right, 126.9er. All right, I am holding short, sir.
Copy. Almost there. There it is. Contacting Portland Tower 119.0, American 125 Whiskey. Thank you. You're very welcome. Alright, I am holding short. Let me contact Tower real quick.
Copy that.
Portland Tower, American 125 Whiskey is with you, holding short, runway 28 left, ready for departure. Clear for takeoff, winds 335 at 6, fly heading 280 at departure, American 125 Whiskey.
And Portland Tower, good morning. Our United 361 holding short of 28 right, ready for departure.
United Tree 61, Portland Tower, wind tree 45 at 7, or nav to Kelly, runway 28 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind shear set.
Clear for takeoff, 28 right on the RNAV Kelly for United 361.
Cabin ready, company message. Let me just make sure everything is good here.
All right, I'm gonna line up and wait.
Copy. Everything's in the green. I'm gonna go line up now.
And then do you see a button on your... Okay, no, you're gonna have to look. Once you're lined up, I'll tell you where to look so you can start your clock and all that.
Stand by. All right, for those tuning in, we are in Portland, about to take off. Runway 28 left, and Captain Gonzo is on 28 right, and he's in the 737. So we're just gonna be comparing the two airplanes. We've got the same weight, same fuel, approximately, and same passengers. So should be interesting. All right, just lining up here. All right, I'm literally on the 28 numbers.
Same here. All right, so look at your center MFD.
Yep.
To the right of it, you see that little time clock?
Yes, sir.
I believe there's a button that says CHR, which is chrono or something like that, or start.
Yeah.
When I tell you to, we will press that button, and I'll begin it on my side here on the 7-3, and we're gonna time it, and that's gonna be our timer, which real airlines do once they get on the active taxi or the runway. They start the timer, and that's pretty much a good way to track, you know. I don't know what the real reason is, but anyways, I'm gonna begin applying power here, and I'm gonna stabilize at 50%.
Let me know when to start the timer.
Copy that. Timer starting in 3, 2, 1, and we're releasing the brakes.
Okay, here we go.
Takeoff power is set. Here we go. I don't know why the engine sounds are so muffled, but nah, it's okay. Airspeed's alive.
Airspeed's alive.
Rotating. Ooh, little funky.
Yeah, I'm
takeoff.
getting sideways.
Gears coming up.
A lot of... There we go. All right, we're airborne.
There's Flako. That's cool. I'm seeing you take off on the side there.
Nice. Gear up.
All right.
United 361, contact Portland departure.
Switching to departure, United 361. See ya.
There's Gabe going up like a rocket. Sheesh.
And Portland departure. Good morning, America. Or United 361 climbing through 2,000 for 4,000.
United 361,
Contact Portland departure.
Good
America
day,
125.
radar contact. Climb and maintain 17,000.
Climb and maintain 17,000. United 361. All right, we're cleared to 17,000.
Portland departure. American 125 Whiskey is with you currently at 2,000 feet. Clear direct Kelly. Resume to mines. Climb and maintain 17,000. American 125 Whiskey.
Yep, I am inbound to Kelly as well. Approximately 5.7 nautical miles. I don't think I turned on my packs. Oh yeah, they are. They are. Turn off the APU bleed. Don't need that anymore. Let's see if we can spot Captain Flako somewhere out here. What's your altitude, Flako?
6,000 now.
Copy. I'm about to cross 6,000. And how far are you from Kelly?
Stand by. I'm getting auto fly, auto throttle limited. Why?
Oh, make sure you put it back in the notches. Remember the Airbus has those notch systems, so...
Yeah, it's there, but double check, make sure it's there. Okay. Should be good there. Okay. And then Kelly, let's see, nav. It's showing me Deuter. 3.1 to Deuter.
Copy. I just turned at Kelly. I believe Deuter's the following waypoint.
Yeah. So then I'm a little ahead of you then.
Perfect. Just enjoying the wing view here as we climb out.
Oh yeah, I see you right behind me.
Oh yeah, there he is. There we go. So now the race is really on, guys.
There's Captain Gonzo there in the 7.3 PMDG.
And right now we're turning into a little bit of a headwind, so it's going to hold us down, but this is where we're really going to test the aircraft's performance. And yeah, so Flako's flying the Airbus with the CFM engines, which I also have the CFM 56s on the 7.3. Obviously, they're a little different from what I understand, but that's why we wanted to use similar engine configs to really test it. And guys, I apologize on my end. I don't know why the engine sounds are so low. I would pause it and change it, but then I would create more separation with Flako. So we'll just enjoy the music and the views for now. All right, cross 10,000, landing lights coming off.
Yep, same. Okay, climbing.
Yeah, it looks like, I know the Airbus does this too, so it's picking up the speed first, and once it establishes the speed, and it's just the climb rate.
Yep.
Alright guys, so our mission now is not to let Captain Flako get away from us. Let's see what we can do.
Alright, I see Captain Gonzo back there.
I'm showing ground speed of about 355 knots right now.
Yep, 351 for me.
Perfect. There we go. We're back on a good climb.
Yeah, looks like I'm climbing about 2,400 feet.
Copy. And I'm going to take a look at our chat here. We've got Cheesehead. Cheesehead is watching us, and he said United 361 clear for departure to San Francisco. Wings be shaky. That is right. Cheesehead asked a question. He said, is it muffled because you're inside the plane, not in the outside camera? Yeah, Cheesehead, thanks for the question. I believe it's just something on my audio settings that I changed recently, and I tried readjusting it right before the takeoff roll there, but for some reason my headset is picking it up very faintly. But watch, I'm going to switch to the outside view. And the engine noise is obnoxious, so.
Contacting Seattle Center, 125.8 American 125 Whiskey.
Center 125.8 CU.
125.8 for United 361. See ya!
Seattle Center, American 125 Whiskey is with you, currently passing 15,000 feet. Climb and maintain flight level 350, American 125 Whiskey.
And Seattle Center, United 361 climbing through 15,000 for 17,000.
United 361, say altitude.
United 361 crossing 5,000 or 15,300.
United 361, Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, United 361. Cheesehead said, 737 engines blowing up my PC. I understand, brother. Yep, the same thing on my end. So Cheesehead, we'll keep the view indoors for now so that we don't blow people's speakers up. I apologize, guys, once again. That is entirely my fault. I have to readjust my audio settings, but I don't want to pause the sim and start messing with that because then I'll start lagging behind Flako. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, right in front of us.
Or we can pause at the same time if you want to fix it, bro. I don't mind.
I think I know what it is. So, you ready? Let's pause right now.
Go.
I have the headphone simulation mode on. There we go.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yep, so it muffles everything. There we go. Much better.
Did you unpause?
Yes, sir. Unpaused.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Cheesehead, you are welcome, my good friend. There we go. You should probably be hearing now inside the cockpit a little better. And again, I'll try to keep the views inside. I'll give you a heads up whenever I am going to transition to an outdoor camera, because we will be cruising here shortly, and we'll just leave the camera kind of on the outside to get some good views. But again, thanks for tuning in, man. Stay tuned. We are on our way to San Francisco, comparing the performance of the PMDG 737-800 versus the Fenix Simulations A320-200. Of course, this is the Block 2 with the CFM engines. And guys, keep in mind, we always argued, and I believe it is pretty noticeable in the flight sim community, these are probably the two most common airliners used. I don't know. What do you think, Flako?
Oh, absolutely. There's no question. This is the cream of the crop, you know, like anything. I would say this. They each hold their own in their respective platform, right? So like Fenix in the Airbus platform and PMDG on the Boeing platform, you know, if one of them were to make, you know, let's say like Fenix made a Boeing and vice versa, then that would be very interesting to see, you know, the level of fidelity and the level of detail that they put into it. But I kind of like that they're separate, you know, like you want a Boeing, go PMDG. You want an Airbus, go Fenix Simulations, you know.
That would be pretty awesome, man. Yeah, if either of these companies decided to take a challenge and be like, you know what, we're going to do the same plane you did, but better. I can only imagine, because I think the Fenix has slightly a better touch in terms of realism and features. So I could be wrong. I don't know. But I've been a PMDG fan for over 20 years now, flying the 7.3 since Flight Simulator 2004, as well as Captain Flako. But the Fenix holds his own weight, like he said, and it is an amazing product. And Cheesehead, he asked, any chance we can get a cheese platter for the in-flight service? Absolutely. And he said, get it? I'm Cheesehead, so I eat cheese. Absolutely, man. I completely get you there. I will make sure we get our finest assortment of cheese for you. So let's take a look back in the cabin, shall we?
Man, for some reason, my throttles keep moving by themselves.
Are they like clicking on and off?
No, they just starts going up. Like they start moving up. Is there some way to tighten them on this on the HOTAS?
Yeah, there's a friction knob on the outside of them.
I don't know if it's the weight is moving. They just slowly start creeping up. Maybe I need to recalibrate.
Yeah, I know the Fenix is fidgety. You gotta have the proper configuration and all that set up. Alright, Mr. Cheesehead, I am back here in the aft galley. I am looking around for the cheese platter. Man, I don't know what to tell you. It looks like catering services were not boarded on the plane. We can offer some coffee, though, if you settle for that. That would be greatly one of our greater alternatives right now, but I don't know about that cheese platter. And guys, I think this is another part where, like, I'm showing you the cabin right now of the PMDG. It's great, man. Don't get me wrong. It's pretty detailed, but you can see the texturing on the overhead panels there is not the greatest. But the Fenix has so much more detail, man. You can see all the individual buttons. You can see the texturing and everything. So, however, PMDG did rectify that on the 777. The 777 cabin is very detailed, man. Yeah, Cheesehead. Yeah, we've flown the 737 as well. Obviously not as pilots, just passengers. I think the 737 is a very common aircraft that you're probably going to find yourself flying in, as well as the Airbus family. If you've flown Frontier, Spirit, JetBlue, you're on an Airbus. And if you've flown United, Southwest American, you're probably on a 737 as well. So Yeah, man. We've flown these aircraft, and one of the things that Flako and I realized off the bat for these products is how amazingly they recreated the sounds. Because, I mean, I've flown on many 737s, and this is about as close as it gets to the real-life sound, man. So, yeah, man. 737s are one of the most successful platforms, and don't get that confused with the Max series. I know the Max right now is plagued with some bad juju, but again, this is not the Max family. This is the NG, next generation, which has been in service since the 90s, and it is probably the most mass-produced Boeing aircraft so far. So yeah, man, awesome airplane. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so it's been about 14 minutes since we took the runway and started our takeoff roll, and we are just crossing 25,400 feet on our way up to 35,000. And it looks like Captain Flako is higher than I am, so interesting. I don't know if that speaks about the performance, or maybe his throttle settings were just a little bit more powerful, but either way, I'd say we're keeping up pretty good, man.
Something happened. My autopilot came off. Stand by. What's going on? And it won't re-engage it for some reason.
Check your McDo. Make sure your legs and all that, you don't have a discontinuity or something.
No, it was... Let me see. Flight plan. No, we were on our way to Famouk.
Have you already crossed Famouk?
About to. About 1.7 nautical miles, but it... That's weird, why? It's not re-engaging. Auto flight. What? Auto flight, autopilot off. Well, yes. In-op system side stick?
Oh, clear that. So go to the bottom left on those buttons for the MFD.
Yeah.
And press the clear.
Yeah.
And then try re-engaging your autopilot now.
Negative, nothing yet. I'm turning the plane manually because I'm gonna miss. That's weird. What did I click? Yeah, you took the lead now.
Yeah. What about your speed? Is your speed decreasing? Like your auto throttle still on?
Speed did decrease a lot, but let me see. Yeah, it's set to... Let me see. Set to climb. Auto thrust is on.
So, on the side stick inside the cockpit,
on the side stick, yep.
Press the little red button, which is your autopilot disconnect.
Yeah.
And then try to re-engage it.
Nothing. And the speed is... The engines are like going as hard as they can. It's barely picking up speed.
Interesting, man. I wonder what's going on.
It's starting to pick up speed now, but weird, dude. Yeah, I'm barely doing 210 knots.
Wow. I'm trying to think what could be causing that.
Anything with like flight controls.
Did you
know, like maybe like rudders or anything like that?
Flaps
are up, speed brakes, rudder trim says 0.
Yep, your gear's up, right? Everything's...
Yep. I have no warnings or anything like that.
So we've got John Doe. He just chimed in on YouTube and he said Captain Flako's role is to find all the lemons. So it looks like
100%.
we're definitely finding them, man. Flight Simulator is not immune to all the gremlins and stuff, so you're 100% right, Mr. John Doe. And Cheesehead, yeah, I sad to see the 747s go away slowly, but they are a lot older aircraft. They're a lot more costly to maintain and operate, so I believe that's the reason why airlines are switching over to the wide bodies with twin engines instead of the 7.4. And yeah.
Interesting. I got it to come back on.
Okay.
So, I don't know. All I did was make sure. All I did was press the 5 key on my number pad.
Yeah.
And that kind of like recenters your flight controls. And it did that, and then it was something with the flight controls.
Yeah, it's almost like it was recognizing an input or something, and then it was trying to fight the autopilot.
Yep.
All right, well, here, what I'll do is I'll pause for a few seconds, let you catch up.
I'm back on track. It's climbing again. It's just trying to gain the speed again.
Copy. I'll give it a few more seconds, then I'll unpause.
John, can we get the Navy to hunt the Karen?
Yeah, so Cheesehead was complaining about a Karen that is complaining about him, and he's having issues back there in the cabin. I apologize for that, Cheesehead. Unfortunately, we could not screen our passengers, and so they are in here with us as well.
Nothing a negative G dive can't fix.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to tighten this. This throttle keeps moving by itself, and it's actually the HOTAS.
That's weird, man. You saw the friction knob, right?
What is it? Is it the black one?
Yeah, on the outside of it. You gotta tighten that all the way till you feel like a lot of resistance.
Yeah. Let's see, that'll help. It was loose.
Yeah, so maybe that's what was happening. Your throttles were moving by themselves until the airplane's like, okay, you're doing whatever you want.
It's still doing it, Jesus. Uh-oh. That's not good.
What happened?
I think snapped the freaking the knob.
Oh god.
Yeah. Now it's not doing anything.
Hey, Cheese Bread, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for letting us know that you're going to be watching us a lot. We are doing our live streams every Sunday around 10 p.m. Eastern, but we are working on changing that a little bit, or at least introducing a few more lives during the week, just to diversify our audience. I know it's not easy for a Sunday night. We're all getting ready for the work week, so yeah, sorry about that, but it's just what works for Captain Flako and I right now with our family and work life. So thanks, man. I really appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the love, and just hang back, man. Enjoy the ride, man. We'll be switching the cameras around here in just a bit.
Yes, sir. Like he said, we appreciate it. You know, I'm on the Twitch side over here, showing my side. So if you want to see the Airbus side for a little bit and switch around, we are live on Twitch, same thing. That Flight Sim channel.
Yeah, absolutely. We forgot to plug that in earlier, but yeah, Captain Flako on Twitch under the same name, that Flight Sim channel. So if you get bored of the old Boeing and you want to hop into a fancy European Airbus, go right up ahead, man.
Actually, I don't even think it's under that Flight Sim channel. I gotta double check, but I think it may be under Captain Flako. But anyways, it don't matter.
And Cheesehead said, also go Pack Go. I'm assuming you're talking about the Packs and the 49ers tonight. So I don't follow football too much. I got to get back on that. So apologize for that as well. I am very out of touch with sports, man. However, if you ever want to discuss Formula One with Captain Flako and I, stand by.
Fun. Yeah, where are my Formula One fans at?
Switching to center on 121.4, United 361. I forgot we're on Beyond ATC.
Yeah, you got a good lead on me. I see you on the VFR map.
Seattle Center, good morning. United 361 with you, leveling off, flight level 350.
United 361, Seattle Center, roger.
Cheesehead said, I'll just fly like Spider-Man into the A320. Lol, there you go, man. Altitude alert, yes sir. We are leveling off at 350. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have just reached the cruising altitude at 23 minutes since our takeoff. Not too shabby.
Contact Seattle Center 121.4 American 125 Whiskey. Thanks. Seattle Center, American 125 Whiskey's with you. Currently 34,200 feet. No, my name is not Roger.
Hey, Cheesehead, yeah, we like Lando Norris too, man. He's an incredible driver. However, today, if you saw the
What's
Hungarian...
your opinion, Cheesehead? What's your opinion?
Yeah, what do you think about what happened
about
today?
Today's race? Just in case if you haven't seen it. We don't want to spoiler alert you, but if you did watch it, you'll know. If you guys are Formula One fans, jump in the chat. Let us know how you guys felt about today's race if you watched it, because very controversial.
Indeed. All right, Flako, I am paused for just a few seconds. I'm going to switch to an outside view.
Copy.
Much better. There we go. Cheesehead, he responded saying, today was mid. Yeah, I can understand why you feel that way. We felt the same way. We still don't understand what McLaren was thinking with their strategy, telling Lando to give up that lead for Piastri. But you know what? That's for them to figure out. We're just happy to see somebody giving Red Bull some competition on the track, man. But we agree, man.
Facts.
All right, boys and girls, the seatbelt signs. Good Lord, I can't talk today. I've been calling my call sign American every single time too, which is hilarious. But yeah, guys, we are cruising at 35,000 feet. Seatbelt signs have been turned off, so you are free to move about the cabin. Just don't fight each other. Don't try to come into the cockpit. We may or may not be armed, so good luck with that. So for now, I am going to step away from the controls for just a minute, so enjoy the views here on the outside. I'll be right back.
Copy. It's like they say, Red Bull gives you wings and can screw up Lando. Luckily, luckily the mix-up today with Red Bull was with good old Team LH, Lewis Hamilton. That was very interesting. Kind of brought back some memories of their championship fight. But yeah, it was a very interesting race. While Captain Gonzo takes care of business, if you guys have any questions in the chat, let me know. I'm in the Airbus flying behind Captain Gonzo, but I do have the chat open here for YouTube. I'm on the Twitch side in the Airbus. And we're cruising. We're at 35,000 feet. Looks like we're doing about 424 knots ground speed. True airspeed is about 459. Looks like we're doing like 265. We're cruising. We're cruising. We are chilling. Hey, I got a question. Do you by any chance remember the A300? Oh, of course, brother. Of course, one of my earliest memories flying in an airplane is the A300. So Captain Gonzo and I are from Puerto Rico, and the A300 for American Airlines was one of the flagships aircraft that flew into Puerto Rico because of its performance, its range, its ability to land in short fields. Because from San Juan, you know, it would fly to like St. Martin, St. Croix, St. Thomas. So, you know, some of those airports do have smaller runways, and that's where the A300 excelled. You know, that's where it shined. So for sure, one of my favorite airplanes is the Airbus A300. Massive wings. Love sitting in the window view and looking outside and seeing that, you know, those wings move around, especially when it's like full dirty, full flaps. Oh man, it was a sight for sure. How about you? How about you, Cheesehead? Did you get a chance to jump in the A300?
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, I've been hearing the conversation. I had my headset on, just had some laundry to take care of, you know, adult stuff. But looks like Cheesehead has a response. He said, my dad flew an A300 from Miami to, I think, New York. And then I became a Jets fan. Then I hated the Jets. And now I'm a Packers fan. Also, the Jets are absolute trash. I love the way this conversation's going, man.
Oh, absolutely. No, I didn't even know planes existed until 2014. Copy. We are cruising, and there's my beautiful chemtrails. Just doing my part, you know, running the love in the air.
Interesting, man. I don't have any contrails showing on my end.
I have the immersion pack on this aircraft, I believe. So I think it's part of that, because they look way better than anything Flight Sim would put out for sure.
Yeah. So Cheesehead said, my most favorite one is the A330. It is a butter machine, big and just iconic. I agree, man. The A330 has always been probably my favorite Airbus, especially the 300 variant, which just looks perfect, man. And the beauty of Airbus planes, as I understand, is you can hold a pretty much a similar type rating across all of them because the cockpits are, well, pretty much the same. So it's pretty awesome, man. Nothing beats flying with a sight stick. Notice how I didn't call it a joystick. Apparently that is frowned upon on Airbus pilots. So
how dare you?
I know, right? The sight stick is iconic on the Airbus family of aircraft. Exceptions to that, of course, are the A300 and the A310, which were old school, first products of Airbus, and they fly with a yoke.
United 361, contact Seattle Center 124.85.
124.85 for United 361. I'm gonna have the auto-tune feature right now.
Oh yeah, that I have the auto-tune feature. That saves so much time.
Yeah. I guess since I responded, I have to manually do it now. Great. All right, let me.
Yeah, the A330. That's a badass plane. I flew an A330 from Atlanta to Honolulu in a Delta. That was a very long flight, but comfy.
Seattle Center, United 361, flight level 350.
United 361, Seattle Center, roger.
Man, I still get so amazed. I'm here just panning the camera around the 7.3. This is...
They're yelling at me now.
Uh-oh.
Contact Seattle Center 124.85. American November 125 Whiskey. Have a great day. Seattle Center, American 125 Whiskey's with you, 35,000 feet. All right, we're good.
Alrighty. Yeah, no, what I was saying is because I'm still shocked, man, at the level of detail and textures, reflections on these airplanes. So I can only imagine how much better Flight Simulator 2024 will be, man.
Yes, I'm hoping that it's a refreshing, you know, change, even though there's nothing wrong with this, what we're doing now. But, you know, just hoping that it just continues to get better and better, you know.
Yep.
Because, like, when we started doing this stuff, bro, like, when we started flight simming, we didn't think it would get this good.
No, man. Not
like,
in a million years.
Yeah, we were like, oh, you know, this is so real, and we're playing FS9, you know, like. And then I remember when FSX came out and the water textures and all that, you know, And I remember we had to like get new computers just to run FSX.
Yep.
It was crazy. But I also like that you know, the level of realism that these developers have taken the challenge to replicate, you know, because it's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
It's no walk in the park.
Yeah, and Cheesehead, the 757 is, I think, definitively my favorite aircraft of all time, between Boeing and Airbus and all the other manufacturers. The 757 was one of those airplanes that when American flew them, you were guaranteed to be on one, at least one of those legs on wherever you were headed. And man, we grew up working in the airport. Our family comes from a lineage of airline operations and stuff for decades, and the 757 always makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, man. So that is by far my favorite aircraft. So
definitely with the Rolls-Royce engines.
Yep.
That was my favorite set of the 752 with a Rolls-Royce. Bruh.
Yep.
Cheesehead, we come from a lineage of, like he said, airport operations, but also just aviation geeks.
Yep.
In general, bro. Like, I'll give you a little insider of me. My dad would take me to Miami International at night, and we would park in the parking garage, which you can see the runways from, all the way at the top of the roof. And then we would plane spot for hours at night, and my dad would be able to identify the aircraft just by the pattern on the strobes.
Yep.
Because each airplane has a different pattern, so he'd be like, "Oh, that's this type of aircraft," and then sure enough, there it goes. And I'm like, man, it always amazed me, and he would teach me. You know, I always remember the 777 is the easiest one for me to identify because they all come on at the same time. It's like one big flash and they turn off. But yeah, man, I always tell people, it's like, bro, if you think I like airplanes, my dad's is even a bigger nerd.
Yeah, our family, we are all a bunch of plane nuts, and yeah, man, it doesn't get any better than this. This is what we'll be doing for the rest of our lives for sure. So
have you ever seen that old guy play Call of Duty? You
yes.
know, that's gonna be us, but with flight sim. We're gonna be old and wrinkly and playing flight sim. Yo, Brendan, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you tuning in.
Brendan, one of our loyal followers, he's always present on our stream. So thanks for tuning in, Brendan.
All the way from Stroya. Oh, down under.
Yeah, Cheesehead, you can use Flight Radar 24 or ADS-B exchange, but it's like anything, man. It's like cars. At a certain point, you can identify certain vehicle manufacturers from their headlights and taillights. And it's the same, man. Like, there's a distinct difference between the strobe lights that you find on Airbus, for example. So, typically, the strobes have a three burst pattern. You'll see them flashing, whereas Boeing has just a on and off kind of a one flash, you know, and yeah, stuff like that, man. Also, you learn where the nav lights are and how they look at nighttime, and you can start to pick up, man. It's not too hard. Even the landing lights will tell you what kind of aircraft it is, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
But again, it's because we're total geeks, nerds. This is what we've been doing all our life, and
that we would challenge ourselves. We would be like, all right, what's that one? And you know, like even down to the series, it'll be like, yeah, that's a 763 or that's a 762. You know, like it's crazy.
Hey, and Brendan said he is here for life. Planes for the win, baby. Glad to be here, guys. All the way from the future. That's right. Australia is living in the future. Please let us know how everything will be. And also, if you can help, Cheesehead would like to know how the Packers will perform. So let us know in the comments from the future.
Let him know so he can put in his picks.
Yes.
Hey, Brendan, you're a Formula One fan, I think, if I remember right. How do you feel about today's, or yesterday's, sorry, you're in the future, yesterday's race, my friend? How did you feel about your fellow countryman getting his first win?
I've been holding my passengers hostage here. I'm gonna turn off the seatbelt sign. Go ahead, guys. You can freely move about the cabin, but I do recommend keeping your seatbelt signs or seatbelts on because, as you see, my planes are always buggy. So we might be doing a 6,000 feet per minute dive here soon. Who knows?
Yeah, I just had a terrible lag moment. So if you guys are seeing on my end, that's not on you. That's me. My screen literally just froze. It happens. Flight Simulator. It's an emotional train wreck sometimes.
Yeah. So, all right, let's see. Brendan said, man, absolutely loved it. It's been a very long time. Yeah. And then she said, although planes have had the worst reputation for crashes and stuff, it's just so cool. Imagine seeing a plane for the first time. It's cool. Oh, yeah, dude. For sure.
Oh, yeah,
John
man.
Doe says, I watched a Concorde take off in New York City. Also saw an SR-71 Blackbird take off from Andrews. Woo.
Oh,
That
yeah.
must have been a sight.
Yeah, the SR-71 with those pretty much rocket engines just on a freaking plane. That's that's a heck of a view and pretty unique, man. So John Doe, kudos to you, man. That's I'm pretty jealous. Wish I could have seen the Blackbird in flight. Only seen it on static displays, and yeah, I can only imagine when they used to fly those things around for air shows, man. That was amazing.
All right, looking at the map, looks like we're about halfway there, ish.
Yep. Yeah, let me take a look at my... Man, these winds are gnarly. They're rocking me all over. 47 knots practically to our face.
Yep. 40. I'm marking 48 on mine. 48, 47. Yep.
Yeah, they're shifting. I mean, they're steadily from the southwest, but not what we want, obviously, on a performance check for an airplane here, but whatever. We'll go with it. But it looks like, according to the FMC, I am 142 nautical miles away from our top of descent, or at 1441 Zulu. Time now 1422 Zulu, so we still got some ways to go. About what, 19 minutes till we begin our descent. So we've been airborne. We've been up about 40 minutes now, according to our chronometer here that we started on the takeoff roll. Our scheduled flight time, I believe, was like an hour and 35, an hour and 40, for a total time of an hour and 50. So not too bad of a flight. And you've probably heard us say it before. We love flying out on the West Coast. We get one thing that we simply don't get in Florida, and that is mountains and views. So
Yeah.
we love it, man. I mean, look at those snow-covered mountains just in front of us there.
Yep.
Yeah, Brendan, sometimes that's all it takes, man. A bad call or a bad performance from the pit crew or something, and the driver's race can go to waste. So it sucks, man. And Cheesehead, we stream till we're done, so we'll probably be on for the next hour and a half till we touch down, taxi to the gate, and say our goodbyes. So we'll be on for a little bit.
Oakland Center 132.2. Take care.
Contact Oakland Center 132.2, United 361. Oakland Center, United 361, flight level 350.
United 361, Oakland Center, roger.
But yeah, Brandon, we were happy to see Piastri take his maiden win for Australia, but we just felt the conditions of his win were a little, I don't know, a little weird, man. He has the pace, he has the performance, but the way the team changed him around when he had a 5-second plus deficit to Norris was just, I don't know, a little weird. But again, we don't know what was agreed between the drivers and the team before the race started. And they are employees, man. They do have orders to follow sometimes, whether they like it or not. So the season still has plenty of races to go. We'll see if Piastri gets another win. I know that they can do it. They've got the vehicle, they've got the car, and they can make Max cry a little bit more now. So we're happy with that.
Definitely.
Cheesehead saying he will be our #1 fan, except a fan of Spirit. Yeah, we don't blame you there, bud, but we appreciate the love, Cheesehead. Thanks for staying here with us, man. We love it.
Stand by. I'm getting yelled at. Contact Oakland Center 132.2 American 125 Whiskey. Thanks. Wow, you're very welcome. Have a great flight. Appreciate it. Oakland Center American 125 Whiskey is with you. Currently 35,000 feet. All right, we're good.
Hey, John Doe, thanks for the recommendation, man. He's recommending that we fly out of Burlington, Vermont to JFK. He said you'll see plenty of mountains in Vermont and New Hampshire. Absolutely, man.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
that sounds fun.
You know what, John Doe, if you tune in next week, I guarantee you we'll most likely be doing that very same route, man. So thanks for the recommendation.
That sounds very fun.
And
I think John Doe, I forget John Doe from my Facebook side. I think he's one of my Facebook followers, and he's watching us on YouTube. So he should know that we used to do recommended flights all the time. We used to stream 3 hours of just 30-minute hops that people would recommend and be like, oh, fly out of India, fly out of the Philippines, and we would find little airports to land in and just have a chat, check out the scenery.
yeah, man, we absolutely love it, and we love to see people engaging with us on the chat. So thanks again for the recommendations. We're gonna write that one down, and again, you can expect us to take care of that next week.
Bro, I can stay on this live for 4,000 hours, which is more than my flying hours, which is 11,000.
Oh, man.
J Mike, that's right, J Mike, that's right, J Mike. All right, yeah, Mike, you should know. You should know. I've flown plenty of your recommendations before. I remember for sure. And absolutely, Piastri is doing amazing. Win or not, he's definitely keeping up with the big boys of F1. Oh yeah, dude, for sure. He has the pace. He has the pace and the what do you call that? Like the race etiquette. You know, like he knows how to race. You know, he hasn't done anything dumb or crazy. But and now they got the car. You know, like now McLaren is looking feisty.
Yeah, man. And one thing that Flako and I always talk about, I love how mature Piastri is for a relatively newer driver, young guy. Yep. He never lets the emotions take over him. You don't ever hear him crying, screaming. He's very modest, very mature, and I think that alone, whether he wins or loses, just makes him such a likable driver, man. I love it.
Yeah, agreed.
And if you're just tuning in right now, hopping onto our live stream, we are on our way to San Francisco. As you can see by the title, we are comparing the performance between the infamous PMDG 737-800 and the monster that is the Fenix Simulations A320. Captain Flako flying the A320, I'm on the 7-3, and we took off out of Portland just over 45 minutes ago. Again, making our way down to San Francisco to make a beautiful approach. And we'll see how much fuel we've burned by the time we get down there. And we'll give our closing thoughts at the end. Cheesehead asking for some cheese from Green Bay. He says he needs it for this off season. Man, I'm sure that cheese is lovely. Hopefully better than what the team's doing right now.
Yeah, Brendan, they're looking very, very good. I'm a Red Bull fan, and not so much because of the driver per se. It's mainly because I am a Honda head. So yeah, I'm like naturally like Red Bull. I like Checo, but you know we're gonna say our goodbyes pretty soon here. I'm assuming here in the summer. We're going to be saying goodbye to Checo. He had an okay drive today, but yeah, I like Red Bull because of the Honda engine platform that they use.
And I was a bit of a Max fan when he was fighting Lewis, but he's turned out to be a little bit like of a whiner, a complainer lately. Like today's race, I was like, oh my god, bro, like he just looks like a little kid that, you know, when you tell them no and they just start to throw a fit, and you know, ask me how I know, right? So, but yeah, so I'm kind of, we were talking about this earlier. We were like, hey, we're kind of turning into McLaren fans here, aren't we?
Oh yeah, papaya baby.
Papaya. CR7, hello Phoenix Dad. He told me, hello Phoenix Dad. He told me about your stream. I'm Phoenix's friend. I'm playing with him right now. Oh, nice, dude. Appreciate it. You guys playing some Rocket League? Appreciate you tuning in, brother. As you can see, man, we are playing Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. If you guys ever want to learn how to fly or anything like that, we are more than happy to help you any way we can. You know, that's something that me and Gonzo take, you know, to heart. We are so like geeky about this stuff that we just want everybody to fly with us. So if you're ever like, hey, you know, I want to learn how to fly and fly with you guys, for sure, 100%. Let us know. We'll get you squared away.
Cheesehead says, at least the Milwaukee Brewers are doing well. To clarify, the Brewers are an MLB team. Yes, sir. So, fun fact, Flako actually grew up playing a lot of baseball. So, we did follow baseball for a bit there. And, yeah, man, that's good to hear, man. I haven't caught a game in a few years now, but I got to check it out. And John Doe saying, I love to be able to follow F1 racing, but all my time and money I have spent on local dirt track racing. That sounds like fun,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, he's a big dirt track racing guy. We used to talk about drag racing all the time with him, you know, on my streams. You know, he knows that I follow the drag racing stuff a lot. But yeah, J-Mike's been following us probably from like late 2020 when we were streaming on, you know, Facebook.
That's awesome, man.
Don't call me sir, man. Don't worry, dude. Tell Phoenix to go to bed. It's late. I'm just kidding. Hey, Killer in My Soul in the Twitch side says, Flako, long time no see. Flown in New Zealand much? Brother, I haven't flown in New Zealand in a long time, but we should. New Zealand has some amazing views. If you guys have ever seen any flights out of New Zealand, it's sick. It's amazing. I can fly out of New Zealand anytime. That'd be a good one too. A little flight out of what is it? Queensland?
Oh yeah.
Is this called? Oh yeah.
Hey,
really nice out there.
Flako and Cheesehead saying, Flako, my now brother, thank you for liking baseball, and thank you to Alfonso and Flako for being the most W pilots. I meant Gonzo. Sorry, autocorrect brothers. You know what? You know
I
what?
like it.
Yeah,
Alfonso.
Cheesehead. I might change my moniker online now to Alfonso. That sounds even more like has more authority, you know. So we like it.
Alfonso.
And then Brendan chiming in saying, I think I've been with you since around 2020 also, man. Time has gone by. So many awesome memories.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know, I remember those days, you know, we would fly a lot out of Australia, out of New Zealand. J Mike would jump in, give us a lot of routes. You know, those were like my core guys, you know?
Yeah.
And we had a lot of people from like the UK come on, Scotland, you know. Then we had I remember there was another one of the guys from Tokyo. Dude, it's crazy like how small the world can become through a video game or a simulator, you know?
Yep. Let me set up the camera back here. I'll leave it here just for a few seconds while I read the comments. Cheesehead is glad to see that Brendan is a Packers fan. He says someone is a Packers fan, but Aaron Rodgers is gone, and he's on the New York jokes. That is funny, man. Hey, yeah, so Mr. Cheesehead, looks like right now, according to our FMC, we've got 51 nautical miles to the top of descent at around 1442 Zulu, and it's 1435. So about another 6.5, 7 minutes, we'll start descending. So if you want to step away for a few minutes and come back, that's fine, man. We'll be beginning our descent here shortly. So yeah, so hopefully we're on the ground in the next 30 to 35 minutes. I'm just estimating right now. So yeah, man, stay tuned. We'll be beginning the fun part now.
All right, and then Killer of My Soul. My name is Kim. Watch you heaps on Facebook. Yeah, dude, I remember. Yep, Kim for sure. I remember. So that's on the Twitch side. I got another one of my core followers from the beginning that used to watch us. And yeah, it's awesome, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in and supporting us as always. Now, you know, you guys, you know, are newer to like Captain Gonzo, you know, coming into the streams and stuff like that. But he's always been around, you know, Captain Gonzo. I mean, obviously he's always been around, but I'm talking about like he's always been involved with the flight sim stuff, you know. And then, you know, as of lately when we started getting back into it, I was like, man, you know what, we should stream together. You know, we can hold a better conversation, we can talk planes, and also Gonzo's super knowledgeable. He's an actual pilot as well, you know, private pilot, so he knows a lot. He teaches me a lot, so it's a great dynamic to have, you know, to add to the flight sim channel, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, and definitely to add to that, I gotta say, having the engagement from the community that follows us makes the flight go by so much quicker, man, because
100%.
I remember when we started streaming, when I jumped in with you, we would just sit here quietly and we would have to, like, talk about our wannabe sponsors and stuff like that. So, yeah, man. So it's definitely a lot better when we have people engaging with us and asking questions and all that, and look at that. Cheesehead said, I'm going to watch some in-flight entertainment, most likely the Packers game. Ha! What a shocker. Brendan, let's watch that game against the Cowboys where we scored 48 versus 32. Oh, that sounds bad.
It'd be rough out there.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, man. And I'm glad to see that we've got some people watching on the Twitch side as well. That's freaking awesome, man. Yeah, if you guys are listening and you guys just tuned in a few minutes ago or wondering where we're at, on our way down to San Francisco from Portland. As you can see, we are approximately 30 nautical miles or so, a little bit more, to our top of descent. Flako is about 15 miles behind me, but that's all good. That's going to give us some good spacing for our approach into San Francisco. So thanks for tuning in, guys. For those of you watching now or watching in the future, we are headed down to San Francisco. So far, so good. And Flako, I gotta say, man, so besides the autopilot issues you were having in the throttle and all that, I think these airplanes were performing pretty similarly, man, with the same passengers, same fuel and all that. And again, guys, we did the math and we set the loadouts relative to each aircraft's maximum takeoff weight. So I think they're pretty equal. So, pretty cool.
Runway 28 left.
Nice. We got Danny Rod 89 saying hi, Gabby. That's probably a Coco in the Twitch side. And then Kim said, I had you flying to New Zealand almost every
Expect
stream,
Bodega
remember?
4, runway 28 left, United 361.
But again, we're super grateful because we got to explore such a beautiful place in the world, man. Like, I didn't, you know, you had me flying not just like the known areas, but also the unknown areas that I didn't know about, and the airports that are out there, the famous airports. So it was great, man.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really enjoyed flying out there in New Zealand.
All right, Flako, so center just told me to expect 28 left and the descent via the Bodega 4 arrival.
Copy that.
So I'm going to pull it up here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to begin briefing this star. It looks like we'll be crossing Malbec at 280 knots above flight level 290. And then we'll continue down to John. 280 between flight level 280 and 240. And I won't go into too much details. I'm just going to keep the star plate up there.
I think I'm going 28 right.
Copy that.
Right? That's what you told me?
Yeah. And even if he clears you for the 28 left approach, don't worry about it. We'll just make it, you know, do our own thing.
Copy. I'm getting yelled at now. Let's see.
Expect Bodega 4, runway 28 left, American 125 Whiskey.
And Center United 361 ready for descent.
United 361, descend via Bodega for arrival. San Francisco Airport landing, runway 28 left.
J-Mike says, I'm not a fan of ball sports, but I am an avid hockey fan. Met plenty of players over the years that went on to play in the NHL, have lots of stories, but will swarm to secrecy.
All right, United 361 will descend via Bodega 4 arrival. San Francisco Airport is landing 28 left, altimeter 2988.
Hey, J-Mike, how'd you feel about the Panthers winning the Stanley this year?
I like Cheesehead's interactions. He said, no, I said Jets. No, I gotta get holy water. Don't we all, brother? Don't we all? But that's pretty cool, John Doe, the fact that you've met some people that went on to the NHL. That's pretty prestigious, man. That's pretty awesome.
All right, so I'm showing... Should be heading towards Finer and then top of cruise. Actually, I'm at the top of cruise. I'm heading towards Found, and then our top of descent.
Yeah, so right now I am about to cross Found. I've already begun my descent.
Copy. I'm getting yelled at.
Descend via Bodega for arrival. San Francisco Airport landing at runway 28 left, altimeter 2989, American 125 Whiskey.
All right, guys, so on my side here on the 7-3, I just requested the winds for our arrival. Let's see, or our descent, I should say.
You thought it was a great series? I'm obviously, you know, I'm from Florida, so I was naturally rooting for the Panthers. And when they, oh man, they lost 3 games in a row. I thought the Oilers were going to take that, brother. I was like, man, that's it. They got all the momentum, but they pulled it off. So it was, and I don't watch hockey like that, but you know, we're in Florida, so we got to cheer our teams on. My brother-in-law is a huge Panthers fan. I mean, he's got the gold chain, the jersey, and everything, man. Matt loves the Panther. He goes to the games a lot. He gets, because he works in Delray down there, you know, he's closer, but
yeah,
he gets tickets all the time. And he says it's a lot of fun. I've been to one hockey game, actually. Funny story. The only time I went to a hockey game was right when I graduated BMT.
Wow.
One of the kids in our flight, his mom was a commander at Lackland, and they got us hockey tickets to go see. I don't even know what team San Antonio's got, but we went to see the San Antonio, and they're like, hey, you want to come? And I'm like, hell yeah, anything to get out of base, right? So got out of base, and we had like a suite, you know, in the middle level, and then I'm like, dude, I've never seen a hockey game. I don't even know what was going on. But honest to God, man, it was one of the most fun things I've ever watched, man, because when it, like, you know, it gets into the game and the crowd's into it, but when like the crowd kind of dies down a little bit, all of a sudden you get 2 guys just punching each other in the face, and then the crowd gets hyped, the lights start kind of like, they go off, and like they show like the hockey ring, and these 2 guys just duking it out, the first one to get hit the ground, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I was TDY one time up there to Rochester, and we ended up going and watching the Rangers, I believe, the New York Rangers. I believe that's the team, and yeah, man, it was pretty awesome seeing that type of sport in person. Never was a fan, but watching it in person definitely made me appreciate it and like it a lot more, man. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys, so I am tuning my nav radios to the localizer for 28 left, 109.55. We're not on the fancy Airbus where it does everything for you, so we have to do this manually. And our final approach course of 284, which we've got established on both course here, so. Seatbelt sign is on. Yep, so it is the Rangers. Thanks, Cheesehead, man. I knew I had it somewhat right. But yeah, hearing those players hit the plexiglass is always pretty fun, man. So.
Okay, so remind me here real quick. I'm at Melbeck now, or passing Melbeck? Where am I? Yeah, I passed Melbeck, heading to Joan.
Yep.
So this plane should descend on its own, no?
Right, but reset your altitude on the FCU to whatever altitude you want to go down. So I've got mine to 16,000, and then press the altitude button, and it'll reprogram the FMC to do its thing.
All right, let's see.
Or like right click it so you see the little dot again.
Not doing anything. I mean, I'm trying to do it like they managed.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna do selected. Let's see. There we go. It took selected, so that's fine. I love how the engine sounds when it's idling now.
Yeah.
We're descending. Sounds so sick.
Cheesehead coming in saying Boeing's American brothers. Amen, brother. I know what you mean. And John Doe saying the Buffalo Sabres are near Rochester. That's right. That is right. I believe those were the two teams that I saw face off. And it was an amateur league, though. It wasn't like the, or whatever the league they are. I'm not, again, not too familiar. But again, it was pretty awesome, and I think it was the Sabres. It sounds very familiar, but this was 12 years ago in the middle of December, so it's been quite a while.
All right, guys, we had started our descent on our end. Coming down. If we look here at our map, pretty close. Making our way down. So let me take a look here, see if I can pull up the chart. So Bodega 4 arrival, right? That's what we're doing? Okay, so if I click here, there it is. So we are at we're right here. For those watching my screen, we're MLB, Elmbeck, whatever you want to call it, heading to Joan. So at Joan, we should be at 28,000 feet, somewhere between 28 and 24,000 feet. But we already passed Joan because we are on our way to Bigelow.
Yep.
So let's see what Bigelow calls out for. So at Bigelow, we should be, let's see, somewhere between 23 and 19,000 feet from what I'm looking at.
Yes, sir.
And no faster than 280 knots.
Contact Oakland Center 127.8.
Going to center on 127.8 for United 361. See ya.
All right. So perfect. The plane already even set itself to 280 knots, so we're good on that end.
Awesome. Let me call center. And center United 361 with you, descending through flight level 220 on the Bodega 4 arrival.
United 361, Oakland Center, roger.
I didn't get my ATIS information for San Francisco. Let me see. I'm going to pull it up on the other radio.
I have visual on you.
Really?
I see your lights.
Nice.
I'm getting yelled at now.
Contact Oakland Center 127.8 American 125 Whiskey. Thanks.
San Francisco Airport information, Oscar.
Oakland Center American 125 Whiskey is with you, currently transitioning 26,500 on our way to Bigelow.
Visibility 10. To clouds with 500. Temperature 14. 2.12.
United 361, contact NorCal approach 135.1. Have a good flight.
Runway.
Yeah, I see your lights.
135.1 for United 361. NorCal approach. Good morning, United 361 with you, descending through flight level 190 on the Bodega 4.
United 361, verify information, Oscar.
We've got the numbers for United 361.
United 361, verify information, Oscar.
I hate it. I forget how to say this readback.
We have information Oscar on board. United 361.
United 361, NorCal approach. Good day, altimeter 2988. Expect the visual approach, runway 28 left.
Altimeter 2988, and we'll expect the visual for 28 left for United 361.
Contact NorCal approach 135.1 American 125 Whiskey. Thank you. NorCal approach American 125 Whiskey is with you, passing 23,700. NorCal approach American 125 Whiskey with information Romeo, transitioning, passing 23,000 feet. Expect a visual approach runway 28 left, altimeter 2989 American 125 Whiskey. All right, guys, we're looking good.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, for those of you on the chat, if you don't see us responding immediately, this is go time for us. We are on the arrival. So, as you can imagine, the workload will be increasing now.
So, close it, bodega, court, brakes, manual.
So we should be crossing Lozit or Lozit, below 16,000, above 14,000. Looks like our VNAV profile is right on the money.
So 16 to 14.
So far, so good. These headwinds are kind of helping us too on the descent. These airplanes tend to get a little slippery, and sometimes we have to induce drag by extending the speed brakes. But so far, so good, man. Haven't had to do that at all, so I'm happy.
Cheesehead Gonzo will land first. He's ahead of me. I'm a few miles out behind him.
Here we go, enjoying the quick scenery here before we jump back into the cockpit. Lovely wing view here.
There's Captain Gonzo in front of us. Oh wow, look at that. The coast down there, that's nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What's your airspeed, Gonzo?
I am holding 280 indicated with a ground speed of 330 knots.
Yeah, I need to slow down.
See if I can spot you.
I am at your...
Oh, I see you.
O'clock. Yep.
Yep, a little bit higher. Nice.
Yeah, I'm at 16,000. I'm going to go ahead and continue down. We need to be what?
Below 13,000 for Bodega.
Copy.
And I'm going to be hitting a deceleration point here shortly once we get underneath 10,000 feet. And for those of you watching on my end, so this is showing us the vertical profile of the aircraft. So you can see our trajectory with that line, our altitude, and you can see we're going to cross Cork at 11,000 as indicated by that white line. You can see the distance on the bottom here, so we're just over 5 nautical miles. So pretty handy tool to have here on the navigation display of the PMDG 7.3, especially on the descents.
P.S. Flako, I snuck into the cabin and ate all your food and drinks, and drank all your drinks. Oh, how dare you? How dare you?
I hope you at least leave us a tip on the way out, man. How about that? Can we settle on that?
And at least send me one piece of cheese. I know you're the cheese head. I gotta have me at least a cheese and a Coke.
United Tree 61, leave Cork heading 105. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 28 left.
All right, we'll leave Corks on heading 105. Expect the vectors for the visual for 28 left. United 361.
United Tree 61, turn left heading 105. Descend and maintain 6,000 vectors for the approach.
Leave Cork heading 105. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 28 left. American 125 Whiskey.
All right, turn left heading 105. Descend and maintain 6,000 visuals for the approach, or vectors for the approach. United 361. All right, I'm taking over manually of the aircraft now with our vertical speed. Let's get some speed brakes out, help us slow it down.
Turn left heading 105. Descend and maintain 6,000 altimeter 2988 vectors for the approach. Runway 28 left. American 125 Whiskey. Okay, we need to go down to 6,000.
Yep, I'm having to extend the speed brakes for this one.
Okay, everything else is looking good. We're below 10. 2988. Let's go ahead and turn on our landing lights.
Yep, and there's the airport right off on underneath our right wing, ladies and gentlemen. So 28 left and 28 right are heading from our left to right now. So we'll be swinging up over the bay, doing a 180 and bringing her down to these two runways that you see. I don't think you can see my mouse cursor right now, but that is San Francisco. So we're almost there, guys.
Yep. And if you're watching my screen, there it is to my right. Like Captain Gonzo said, I'm going to be shooting over it and then turning around and landing. It's going to be fun. And Captain Gonzo is right there at our 12 o'clock. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm scanning looking for you. I can't see you yet.
I'll buy some Chick-fil-A at the airport for y'all brothers. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I'll never say no to the Lord's chicken.
That does sound good.
Yeah, indubitably. All right, I'm at 6,000. What would ATC do if you called them, then just mumbled illegibly? They'd probably ask for a clarification.
Yeah, ATC, if they don't understand what you just read back, they will call you out on it, and they will not clear you further until you have acknowledged or read back the proper instructions.
That's right.
All right, I am going to begin slowing her down to 210.
Copy. I need to fix my flight plan. Remember, I had a discontinuity there.
You should be good because right now we're being vectored. So
yeah,
if you want to set up the approach really quick for 28 right, you can do that, and then it should populate it into it, and then yeah, just go from there. But
United Tree 61,
stand by.
fly present heading, descend and maintain 5,000.
Fly present heading, descend and maintain 5,000. United 361.
So KSFO 28 right, arrival. ILS 28 right. Star Bodega Trans Elmbeck. I mean, it's all loaded in there, so. Turning left, heading 100, American 125 Whiskey.
Alright, I am leveling off at 5,000. I'm going to get flaps 1 in. Go flaps 2.
United Tree 61, turn right, heading 175, intercept the 28 left localizer, descend and maintain 3,900.
Approach ILS 28 right.
Turning right, heading 175, intercepting the localizer for 28 left, down to 3,900, United 361.
So we should
Negative,
be at,
descend and maintain 3,900.
what's that, 1,800 feet?
Descend and maintain 3,900 for United 361.
3,000.
Alright, beginning my right-hand turn here. I'm going to slow it down to 180. And now I'm going to engage my localizer so that it tracks the localizer. Oh yeah, here's that beautiful turn.
Turn right, heading 180, intercept the 28 left localizer and descend and maintain 4,400, American 125 Whiskey. All right. Turning right, 180.
United Tree 61, airport is at your 1 o'clock, 17 miles. Report the field in sight.
United 361, we have the field in sight.
There's Captain
United
Gonzo over there.
61, cleared visual approach runway 28 left.
Clear for the visual approach, 28 left, United 361. Alright, so yeah, I'm getting a good intercept in that localizer. We're tracking that glide path, or the glide slope I should say. Get flaps down, let's get flaps 10.
All right, mine's just grabbed the localizer, making the right-hand turn now.
Copy.
Looking good.
I've got the runway end identifying lights there, so gears coming down. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the moment of truth. As always, you guys just sit back and relax.
And make fun of us.
Absolutely. Looks like we're setting up for a final approach speed of 150 knots with flaps 30. Let's get flaps 30.
Everything is looking amazing right now.
Oh yeah.
I have these clouds are pretty cool because it's kind of blocking the view of the runway a little bit at this altitude.
Contact San Francisco Tower 120.5. Have a good one.
See, guys, we geek out about the simplest things.
120.5 for United 361. See ya. San Francisco Tower, good morning. United 361 on the localizer. 28 left.
United Tree 61, San Francisco Tower, wind 295 at 9er, runway 28 left, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 28 left, United 361. Alrighty guys, this is it. So before landing checklist, 3 gear down, lock, 3 green, flaps set 30. Let's get our landing lights on.
Field this site, 12 o'clock, American 125 Whiskey. All right, gear come down. Clear for the visual approach, runway 28 left, American 125 Whiskey. All right, guys, here we go. Here comes the fun part.
I wonder if we're parallel right now. We just don't even know it.
No, I'm behind you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm behind you. I see your lights. Here we are, guys. Flying over the water. Approach is looking beautiful. Make sure we got all our lights on that we need to have on. Runway lights on. Contact San Francisco Tower 120.5, American 125 Whiskey. Thank you. San Francisco Tower, good morning. American 125 Whiskey is with you on the visual approach for runway 28 left. Clear to land, runway 28 left, winds 295 at 9, American 125 Whiskey.
All right, boys and girls, I am going to take over the controls now that I've got the runway up. There it is.
Cheesehead says, I have the whole 28 row to myself. Nice.
All right, my controls. Let's bring her in, guys.
There's Captain Gonzo over there. I can see his lights. It's pretty cool because he's on the 28 left. I'm coming in on the 28 right. Very beautiful, just like we planned.
Yes, sir, and this is how real-world operations happen. You get a lot of cool videos on there of passengers recording simultaneous traffic on both runways. Flako, what do we say? 2 red, 2 white?
We aight.
Let's bring her on down. Let's bring her on down.
Or 2 white, 2 red. We ain't dead.
Amen, brother. Here we go.
Approaching minimums.
All right, continuing.
Minimums. 100.
All right.
30.
We are good. All our checklists are looking good.
And we're down. 2 in reverse.
Cheesehead's giving you the call outs 50, 40, 30, 20. Did you call him a retard? It ain't official. Alright, looking good. 1,000 feet.
United 361, exit left at
Looking
Kilo.
also very good, guys.
Exit left at Kilo for United 361.
Look at the scenery next to us. Beautiful.
I'm going to hold short here, and I'm going to try to get Flako's landing here shortly.
Yep. 2 white, 2 red. We ain't dead. 2 red, 2 white. We all right. Here we go, guys. I see Captain Gonzo pull over there. All right. 500 feet. I'm taking control.
Easy, Cougar. Just a walk in the park.
Oh, there's an AI plane landing right on top of me. What the?
Oh God.
Oh man, that's awesome.
There you go. Oh.
Yeah, the AI plane's making me lag now.
Oh God.
Wow, what the timing on that, bro. All right, reverse thrust. Here we goes. Who dares cut me off? What's this, Frontier?
Of course. Of course.
Yep. The Frontier A320 Neo. Exit left at Delta, American 125 whiskey. Sheesh, bro. That was insane. I'm like, why is it lagging? And boop, the plane just flies right above me.
All right, Flako. So I'm gonna go to gate E5, which I have already set up on GSX.
Contact ground 128, 121.8. American 125 whiskey. See ya.
All right, they never even handed me off to ground, so I'm just gonna taxi.
San Francisco
United
ground, good morning.
361,
American 125
contact ground
whiskey's with
121.8.
you. Ready to taxi to gate.
Ground on 121.8, United 361.
How do you set it up on GSX?
So click the GSX icon.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna show you like suitable parkings.
Yeah.
Click gate E.
Okay, E13 suitable parkings.
Yeah, and then find like E7 or something like that, because I'm gonna be on Echo 5, so you should have Echo 7 right next to me.
Okay. Echo 7. Do you want to select this parking anyway? Yes.
And say, show me the spot and activate.
Show me this spot and activate.
And you'll see like a blue arrow floating over it towards the gates. And let me call ground. San Francisco ground, good morning. United 361, clear of 28 left, requesting taxi to gate E5.
United 361, welcome to San Francisco Airport. Gate Echo 5 taxi via Delta Alpha 6 Alpha.
Delta Alpha 6 Alpha to Echo 5 for United 361.
Negative.
San Francisco
Delta
ground,
Alpha 6
requesting
Alpha.
taxi to gate Echo 7.
Gate Echo 5
American
taxi via
17,
Delta
5 whiskey.
Alpha 6 Alpha.
Oops.
United 361.
Taxi to gate Echo 7 via Tango Delta Alpha, American 125 whiskey.
Wow, one of the few airports that ground actually understands when I request a gate. All right, let's get the APU generator online.
So you said it should pop up with a blue arrow somewhere?
Yeah, so click the GSX icon again
Yeah.
and see if you can show an option that says show me the spot.
Stand by.
Here's Echo 5. Turn off my taxi light. There's the marshaller.
Show me the spot. Oh, okay, I see it now. Behind me.
All right, we are parked. Engine's coming off. Alrighty, we have made it. There's Captain Flako taxiing in. Let's go ahead and get ground services going. The doors open. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are here parked at gate Echo 5. There is Captain Flako inbound to Echo 7. So Flako, if you don't see the marshaller, they're usually like hiding inside the building, but it's because you have to set it up for the gate, but just try your best.
Is it to my left or to my right?
To my right, to your right, right next to me.
Oh, there's like 30 different United planes here, that's why. I can't even recognize yours.
Okay, so what you got to do is on the GSX menu, you can press revoke parking of AI or something like that.
Yeah, it's showing you on top of one. Okay, so let me see. GSX. Revoke parking services?
Or no, revoke AI, something like that.
Free this parking from AI. There we go.
Yep.
I guess I don't have the
Oh,
okay.
Because you've got the default scenery, right?
Yep.
That's why. Yeah, I've got that.
That's why I'm looking for the number. It's actually behind me. I see the taxi says Echo 7.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna bust a U-turn here. Cheese said, I'll get that Chick-fil-A, guys. Hang on. Thanks for flying United. Now get out. Alright, so Echo 7 is right here to my left.
Here we go, guys. So while Captain Flako is repositioning, we've got luggage coming off the forward and aft cargo. Passengers should be deboarding as we speak. There we go. Oh yeah, so the gates are pretty much still in the same spot. Nice. Get some catering.
Alright, let's shut these engines down.
And yeah, once you get your parking brake on and your chocks set with the Fenix thing, you can request deboarding to operate the jetway. So let me know if it works for you.
I'm getting stutters from hell right now. take a look outside. There we go. Our gate is not even going on. Operate jetway.
Is it moving for you?
No.
Okay, yeah, so the thing with GSX, so you have to set up each gate individually to what aircraft you're using. So once you set it up once, that's it. And as long as you come back to that same gate, you're good. It sets everything around for you. So it's a little bit nitpicky in that regard.
Oh, there it goes. I did it through the Fenix toggle jetway. Now
Okay.
it's moving.
Yeah, and then you can just go to the GSX menu and request deboarding and see if it'll start bringing the baggage loaders and all that.
Yep, baggage loaders are here. Everything else is good.
Awesome.
They even put a staircase in the back.
Yeah.
Guys, appreciate it.
They really want those passengers to get out, like John Doe said. Well, guys, I don't know what to say really between the performance between the 7.3 and the A320. I think they were pretty much tit for tat. You guys saw we took off at the exact same time, had the same route. Besides the performance issues that Flako experienced, the gremlins with the Airbus autopilot, everything still played out well. He caught up to me, and we ended up landing within a couple minutes of each other. So that's all because of routing and what Beyond ATC was telling us to do. I think it's safe to say, Flako, these planes are pretty much a match for each other, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, I couldn't agree more. And it's, again, guys, super satisfying flying around, having these airplanes do exactly what you want it to do, and then working all together with all the different add-ons, you know, like Beyond ATC. We got I have the traffic injector running right now, so I have that. You know, my airport's alive. I got planes everywhere, Uniteds. I'm only an American in here, so but yeah, everything is working together like it should. Definitely gives you that immersion. So we have air traffic control immersion, we got ground handling immersion, you know, we have airport immersion. What else? I mean, aircraft individually, the immersion of the aircraft is so realistic, all the systems work. So I'm very happy, I'm very satisfied. And as far as performance-wise, man, I wouldn't be able to tell which one did better than the other because, like you said, we were pretty much right there together the whole time.
Yeah, man. And I think, you know, the 737 and the A320 were designed to compete against each other, and you can see why, man. Obviously, you have different variants, just like the 7.3. You have the 600, 7, 8, and 900. And, of course, the Airbus offers the 19, 20, 21, and even the 18. You know, that some airlines did fly for a bit there. But, yeah, guys, I can't really complain about either of the airplanes. You know, both Flako and I have spent at least 20 to 30 hours on each of these airplanes easily, and they're just amazing to fly. And they each come with their complex systems and their, you know, intricacies, but for the most part they are amazing aircraft, man. So I can't complain. I love them. And maybe on another comparison video, maybe I'll hop on the Airbus and then Flako can take the 7.3, and then
absolutely,
we can set this debate or this kind of dispute to bed forever. But right now, can't really say there's much of a difference. Maybe the real 7.3 and Airbus pilots can duke it out, but that's for them to figure out.
That's right. Looks like my plane was pretty lightly loaded. My guys are already done.
Yep, same here.
And, you know, they're packing it up. They're ready to go get that Chick-fil-A from Cheesehead.
Oh, that's right, man. Hey, and just for curiosity, how much fuel you got left on board?
Let's take a look. Let me see, fuel 6,983 pounds.
I am sitting at 7.8 total, so just a little bit more fuel left over. But again, it could have been just a difference in the fuel load to, obviously, because each airplane has its own weights and all that. But I also think that was because of the throttle imbalance that you had.
Yeah, I definitely had to power through climbing again, you know, like when I lost because it went all the way down to like 180 knots and then it was pretty much pinned to climb back up, you know, so I think it could be that too, but not bad at all, man. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, man. So, well, guys, for those of you that were watching us, Cheesehead, John Doe, who else am I missing here? I know Brandon was on for a while there, and for anybody who watched for a little bit, yep, J Mike, and for those of you who are going to watch in the future, so the summary or the overall conclusion, the 7.3 and the A320 are pretty much on par with each other from what we can try. I think, again, they were built to compete against each other, and you can see how we both made it down to San Francisco pretty much at the same time, you know. So that is the culmination of this video and our results. You guys can test them out on your own, and you guys can give us some ideas. And of course, if you guys have any other suggestions for any other aircraft to compare, let us know, and we'll see if we can set something up similarly. But I'm liking the idea of flying in the northeastern coast next week, man, just like we got suggested.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. I'm down with that. And maybe even if we have time, we'll do some New Zealand flights as well, too. You know, whatever you guys want, we'll do it. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, even on the Twitch side, those that came in, and on the YouTube side, I appreciate it as always, guys. Thanks for all the support. It definitely helps us stay motivated and gives us something to look forward to next week, definitely. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to sign out. We got to start our work week tomorrow and get up bright and early. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate all the support. If you haven't done so already, like and subscribe. If you're on the rewatch, do the thing you got to do, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.
Absolutely. This will be for it for me as well. This is Captain Gonzo checking out, guys, and as always, happy flying.
Happy flying. Cue the outro.
Thank you for choosing that Flight Sim channel. We invite you to our next stream as we take the skies once again. Until next time, and as always, happy flying.